Season of Discovery is here, and this is a guide for Enhancement Shaman DPS. If you would like a tanking guide, I've also got that, so check out my channel. Clicking that subscribe button down below, it may only be one click for you, but for me, it really helps support me get all these videos out for you to enjoy. Now, first of all, we're going to be talking about the race. If you want to be Alliance, then tough luck because you can't. Shaman is only for Horde in Classic, and that does extend to Season of Discovery, unfortunately. Now, personally, I would pick Orc. They do have the best racials, mainly stating Axe Specialization. The best in-slot weapons I'm going to be recommending to you shortly in this video are going to be axes. You can also be a troll who have regen and beast slaying, etc. No weapon specializations that help us. And then Tauren, one of the most beneficial they have is endurance, giving you more health. Overall, there is berserking, by the way, on Orc. I would say then go for Orc. Looking at enhancements, offensive stat priorities. Number 1 is going to be weapon skill. Second is going to be crit. Third is going to be hit. Fourth is strength, and fifth is agility. I think they're all pretty self-explanatory. Agility, by the way, gives you dodge. Now for the most exciting part, let's look at Enhancement DPS's rune choices. We've got 3 here. The first up is Dual Wield. Yes, this does enable Dual Wield for you as an Enhancement Shaman, increasing your hit chance, and Storm Strike will hit with both weapons, FYI. Second up being Lava Burst. More efficient than Lava Lash, and it does more damage in this rotation. And it's always going to crit if your Flame Shock is applied. Last but not least, we've got Shamanistic Rage, which is going to reduce your damage taken and give mana regen, and your party members will also get mana as well. 3 really useful runes here. If you want to know how to get the runes, well, Dual Wield is super duper easy. It's sold by Grisby in Ratchet. In order to purchase it, however, you are going to have to complete some pre-quests. First, oh my gosh, first up being Shredder Turbochargers. You can need to bring Grizzly 16 Shredder Turbochargers, and you can get those by using the Shredder Auto Salvage unit on Ventureco Shredders in the Windshear Crag of the Stone Talon Mountains. Then Dark Iron Ordnance. Bring Grisby again some ordnance. They are from Dark Iron Insurgents in North Loch Modan. You've really got to do a world tour here for this. And then Fish Oil, where you've got to bring him 24 fish oil. Can get these by slaying Murlocs in the Hillsbrad Foothills or the Wetlands, or you could just get them off the auction house, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Regarding the Lava Burst rune, you want to get the Kajaric icon from Mudsnout Shamans in the Eastern Hillsbrad Foothills, so you could also get that when you were getting whatever it was I said you needed for the Dual Wield rune in the Hillsbrad Foothills, and after acquiring that relic, you're going to have to take damage from lava 5 times. Once you've then done that, you will receive the Inspired buff. Then you can use that icon that you've got from your equipped items, which will teach you the Engrave Gloves Lava Burst rune. Last but not least, being the Shamanistic Rage, you want to go south of the Charred Vale and near the entrance to Desolus in the Stone Talon Mountains. Again, you need to go there anyway for the dual wielding one. There is an elite enemy called Primordial Anomaly. This one it's going to basically shift between Fire, Frost, Earth, and you need to use the mob's elemental weaknesses in order to kill it and acquire the rune. If we look at the gear that you're going to be actually wanting to put these things on, then first of all, I'm going to say at top right is the Callus Axe. So you can get these really easily. You're probably going to find them on the auction house. They are BOE, and these are absolutely the best dual wielding, remember, level 25 axe that we can get. And if you do go Orc, like I suggested, remember you've got an axe specialization, making it even better for you. Now, for the legs, there are the Trip Runner dungarees from Nomagon. However, I have heard on the grapevine that Nomagon is off limits completely, so I don't think they are going to be obtainable. I think Nomagon is coming as a raid. So leggings of the Fang from Wailing Caverns would be your best bet for legs. Then we have things like the Silverlane's Family Seal from Baron Silverlane. And one thing I would always recommend is things like the Legionnaire's Band. There's one from Horde and Alliance, and this is from the PvP rep in Warsong. You will need Honoured, I believe, reputation for this one. A few other items here. If you are going for a shield, which you probably won't do you might do until you get your dual wield. We've got the Basalt Buckler. There's some Warsong boots, Spectral Necklace, depending on what you get. You can get those on the auction house. Try and get it with the priority stats if possible. And the Deathkin belt. I have noticed I've doubled some of the items up here. Actually, I think I got a bit excited. Now on to talents, and this here is the build that I would personally recommend you take. So on the top row, we've got our shield specialization, which is going to increase your chance to block attacks of a shield and the amount blocked. We're not actually going to use a shield, so this is unfortunately a waste, but we do need it to get down to the next row. You could also swap this out for Ancestral Knowledge, but just know that the 5% extra mana you're going to get is so extremely low, it just really doesn't even matter anyway, even though it seems like it would. Next row, we've got Thundering Strikes, which is going to improve your chance to get a critical strike with your weapon by 5%. We've got our improved Ghost Wolf, which is going to reduce the cast time by 2 seconds, and 1 out of 3 points going into improved Lightning Shield, increasing the damage done by your shield orbs by 5%, which is really useful when using those as well. Always make sure you're using that. Then we've got 2 points. Sorry, I've got a cold. On the next row, enhancing totems, increasing the effective strength of earth and grace of air totems by 15%. And last but not least, our 1 point going into flurry, which is that last one at the bottom, increasing our attack speed by 10% for your next 3 swings after dealing a critical strike. Oh, you know what? I think like, gosh, how am I getting a cold? I haven't left the house. But when you actually release over 30 videos in 2 weeks, you know, it's probably going to happen, isn't it, right? While also working a full-time job. So please do subscribe because now I'm not well. Looking then at how we're actually going to do our DPS rotation. So first up, we're going to put our totems down. I would say put down the Strength of Earth and the Searing totem down. You can use the Fire Nova totem if you have enough mana and you've got a lot of AoE that you need to deal with. Then we're going to cast Flame Shock, and we are going to want to keep this up at all times. It's a damage over time. We want to keep this on whoever we're attacking, and then we can use Frost Shock or Earth Shock as well, depending on our mana. And then you want to use Lava Burst and keep this on cooldown. Remember, if it does have Flame Shock, etc. on the target, that Lava Burst is going to do more damage. And you can make sure that you just keep auto-attacking throughout the entire duration of the ordeal that you're dealing with at the time. And that is it. That is the guide for Enhancement Shaman DPS. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am doing all of the class guides for Season of Discovery, and I'm also doing 10.2 retail ones. So if you are interested in either of those, please do click that subscribe button and let me know your thoughts. If you do have any questions, however, also do feel free to join my Discord, where we have a lot of other WoW players who are very knowledgeable.